What's up, y'all? So this video I wanted to talk about like taking your ascension to the next level by asking for the ascended masters to come help you and share frequency with you. And once you can get into the state of pure awareness and you're holding that rose gold flame like above and below, and you're channeling that energy. You're asking the Father, that source, to deliver that golden light inside of your body. You can ask ascended masters to come into your vessel and purify your vessel and show you different frequencies and different techniques that you can do with your light bodies and your physical body and stuff. And you can destroy a lot of demons. You can actually incarcerate demons inside of your vessel and then ask these ascended masters, these beings of light, to come in and purify that. So like it's kind of like a cleansing process that you can do to be of service of the planet and whatnot, and of yourself, and that's really the first and foremost, the most important thing is loving yourself and fixing yourself um, before you try and go out on a limb for other people. I mean, as far as like taking on their karma, and destroying their own karma, their own darkness and stuff. But yeah, last night I was channeling that golden aura, and I kind of felt my vessel open up. It just like I don't know how to explain it. It just like all my chakras opened, and then all my vessel felt clear. And then all of a sudden I started feeling this really hot energy come into me. It was really, really, really potent. And I've been connecting with Thoth a lot recently, and I, I've had a lot of run-ins with many different gods and lords and ascended masters. Um, and there are definitely bad ones out there. Like the whole Norse pantheon, I got really involved with, but I think that they are, and the Greek pantheon, and I think not all of them, but some of those lords, they could have been demons that were using their names, but I highly doubt it, just from some of the circumstances. But some of those lords from those different pantheons were messing with me in a negative way. Like not as much as like trying to destroy me, but they just wanted some of my energy by like latching onto me. But yeah, anyway, I've been connecting with Thoth a lot, and in the whole Egyptian pantheon, and in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, he talks about the seven lords of light, and the that when you're in a spell of darkness, you call these beings to you, and ask for them to fill thou my body with spirit of life, fill thou my body with spirit of light, or something like that's kind of like this mantra that you say that Thoth talks about in the Emerald Tablets. Well, anyway, I felt this super like really, really, really hot, or really, really strong energy start entering my head, and it was when I was letting my crown flow with golden energy like through the top of my head, and letting it trickle and like pass through my vessel. And then all of a sudden I started feeling that, and I could feel it. It was so strong. It started from the back of my head and it started going down my spine really, really, really slowly. And I could hear them. They were saying like, just let it come in, let it come in. And yeah. And then I was like, what's happening right now? What is this? And they said it's Cheatle, is it, or Cheatal, which is one of those seven lords of light. And he came into my vessel last night, and basically helped me incinerate this demon that I had locked away, and it was Set, the the Egyptian god of evil. It's basically the devil, from Egypt, and he was incarcerated in my vessel, and Cheatal came in while I was observing, and having that being inside of my vessel, meaning the dark one, was it was really hard because you have to like you you absorb that, and it like blends into your ego, and then it becomes a part of your ego, and then to dismantle that being you have to dismantle your ego. So that's what I was doing. I just had to shed the light of awareness on it over and over and over and over again, for it to completely dissolve. And shedding that light of awareness, you burn those beings. But then if you get a being like Cheatal to come in, that's when that energy, your energy, like his energy, or that being's energy, is the strongest energy I've ever felt out of any. Like I felt other beings come into my vessel before, other lords, of light, but Cheatal, was one of the, was the strongest one that I've ever felt. And yeah, he came in, and I had a vision this morning of what it looked like inside of my vessel, and it just looked like everything was on fire, and just like huge amount of light and fire inside of me, and just purifying it. So yeah, blessings to him and to Thoth for sharing that information with the world. And yeah, so that's why I'm saying, get into those pure states of awareness, surrender yourself, stay dedicated, ask those beings to guide you. If you can, um, start hearing telepathically, that, I mean, that's where it starts, is like, you get you ask for those downloads, and then you have to get into a really pure state of awareness and consciousness and bliss to hear the right beings. And then when you're not in those states, you have to beat your ego down every single time that it comes up. Yeah, but definitely worth the surrender of following their direction and their guidance, because they know a lot, and they what Cheatal said to me is that he's one of the oldest beings in the universe, and one of the oldest beings of light in the universe. And that's why it just felt so potent. But yeah, um, it like I've felt archangels before, and I've felt, all of them, but this being, I don't know, it was something. It was a magnitude like I've never felt before. Even though I'm sure if one of the archangels wanted to channel, uh, I think if one of the archangels wanted to channel an extremely high amount of light, they could, and they could incinerate anything that they wanted to. But I think the archangels, they're more of, I want to say they're more of stepping stones almost in reaching an avatar state. Like, if you know Metatron and Sandalphon, Metatron is above and Sandalphon is below. And I actually am a fractal of Archangel Metatron, but I I think Archangel Metatron is kind of like the gateway into reaching the avatar state. And then once you realize that you can be Sandalphon and Metatron at the same time, and be in this avatar conscious awareness state where you can switch to all these different frequencies, you realize that you're not just one fractal of one being, of one light source or one code. You're all codes, and you can access all codes and relay them to people. And that's what connecting with these lords is like. And but I mean, it sounds like, oh, I'm an avatar being, then I already have all the answers, but no way. Like, there's some avatar beings that, like Cheatal, that, and Thoth, that have way, way more knowledge. And I was actually sitting underneath my pyramid, and I started connecting with Thoth, and I was observing with my halo, but it was like been having this issue of not letting it go high enough, or not observing high enough. Like, it's been here, but they've been saying you want it to be like a meter above your head, like 3 feet at least above your head, because that's like the most potent energy, or the best way to open that doorway to source above you. And yeah, so I was having that issue, and I started connecting with Thoth, and he was like, "Hold on, let me help you for a sec." And he literally just grabbed my halo and moved it up, and I just felt like the stretching, and he's like, "That's about where you need it." And I was like, "Oh my God, how did you even do that? You can literally like that's like he was controlling my consciousness or my conscious observance, like the spot of my own awareness. He was controlling it, but that energy at the same time isn't really that energy is not really mine. It's the energy of the Father and of Source, you know. So him being in those higher dimensions, he is one with the Father, and me being in this vessel, I'm the Son, you know, and the Son of Man, and that's what that avatar state is like realizing that that source is you, but it's also not you. You're part of. I mean, it is you, you know, and you're part of this collective unconsciousness or consciousness, and but there are beings that have been in that state for so long, and have been gathering wisdom like Thoth and knowledge all across the universe. And I can only imagine if you were one of this very first source avatar beings at the very beginning of the creation of the universe, then how much knowledge you would have and how potent your energy is. And that's what I got to experience. And it was life changing to say the least. So yeah, guys, synopsis: just ask for help, get into those pure states of consciousness, and stay dedicated to your ascension. Yeah. Peace, guys.